Donnie.
Yes.
Oh, what are you doing?
Man, we're down here looking for houses.
For our mobile home lot?
We got a damn lot that's got a restriction on it. We still ain't done nothing with it.
Now there's two, we got multiple lots, people. We're talking about a specific lot that you haven't seen yet.
We got one that's got a restriction on it's got to be a double wide or stick built house. So we're down here looking at it, a double wide.
So we come down there, there's this place that sells new and used mobile homes, and they let you check them out. And so they drag in all these used ones, and it's kind of cool to just see the different layouts. This one's got a bunch of stone on the front of it, looks crazy. They let you, it's just an interesting way to see an older house, how they used to lay them out, where the rooms were, and some of the design elements inside. It's kind of cool to walk through. So we're going to walk through this one and check it out.
And they are for sale, so you can buy them.
Yeah, they're for sale. Now this particular place, they seem to want a lot of money for some of these, so we haven't bought one from them yet, but it's just cool that they get a big selection of different stuff in. A lot of times they're pretty screwed up though.
Let's walk this way, right?
All right. So sometimes they repossess these. Sometimes they're just trading them in. So we don't really know the story behind any of them. But when they go to the lot to pick them up, they kind of had to get them out of there. So they have taken a Sawzall and just cut right through the vinyl siding to get to the seam of the home and separated it that way. Now, they don't just set them next to each other, they're nailed together. So I guess they cut through the nails whenever they do that. I'll bet Donnie could get one out of there pretty quick.
12-inch Sawzall blades.
Yep. Right through the nails and everything.
This one's been through the paces, I believe.
It's a little rough.
But you know what rough usually means?
What?
Less money.
That's true. Might be cheaper. So this is a big old double wide, Donnie. This is going to be a big home.
This is going to be an 80-footer.
Yeah, it's a long one. They're not all this long, even if they're a double wide. A little windy today. You can see the straps hanging down under it. You would imagine them were dragging the road going down the street.
It's going to be rough.
You'd think. Donnie's peeking in the window. It's got just regular windows on the back. It's got a regular 9-light door on the back.
You can see where somebody jerked the back door.
Somebody's pried into it. That ain't good. So they have blocked this one up pretty good and went ahead and put it back together. What this place usually does is they'll clean them up a little bit, fix them up a little bit, and then
give you the vision.
Give you the vision. Now this one here, we've done a video on a long time ago. You can see it's sitting there just kind of falling apart. But is that the one? Which one is that? We haven't done that one?
Yeah, we've done that. But it's been a long time ago.
Is that one where they did the crazy, I don't remember. Anyway, they kind of fix them up a little bit. They do kind of quick work, we'll say. Yeah, kind of, that's going to be over the bathtub. That's my guess. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Now we're at an undisclosed location. We can't tell you where we're at.
Nope, can't tell you.
Some people have figured out, but most people can't figure it out. We don't work for these people. Don, explain the wooden on the side of the... What's going on here?
They're trying to keep that siding from blowing off. You know, they seen it was already rippled there where the fire got it. So they knew down that shit was holding, so they put that on there trying to keep it from blowing off.
Yeah, so it's all rippled up from heat. And they knew that stuff was going to pop off like that one, especially since they cut some of it loose in the middle there. So they just nailed some little stakes to it. Now,
on the sides too, because that corner support's missing.
This will be interesting to see. So they've got OSB as their siding.
This ain't OSB on.
Like that's a little stud. And the reason that's interesting is because they have done all of this fake stone work on the front,
Look, it's melted too somehow.
which you would think would be some kind of, is that fake or is that like, what is that?
I don't know, man. It might be real.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
Looks like there's a metal
I don't know.
thing under there holding. But look at that. Why is that all melted up there, Chuck?
It could just be cheap siding and the sun did all that. Maybe it was next door to a fire.
All that.
Yeah.
And the side. And the back.
Maybe it was next door to a house that caught on fire.
Maybe.
But you can just see that, just like look up there. It's just pretty shoddy. The siding job got awful. But with that said, if you replace the siding, it would look almost brand new just from new siding. I mean, all of the problems we're seeing are siding problems. It just looks like crap. And it looks like it never looked right. Like, look at that. That wasn't ever right. And they've got this piece over that piece, but these pieces are over that piece. I think they've probably done some work there at some point. All right, so we're gonna hop up in it.
Y'all know.
We're gonna hop up in it and we'll show you what the inside looks like. But this is the front stone work. So this might have been a fancy one, Donnie. What do you think?
Might be. We're gonna see.
We'll see. Well, we made it in.
We made it.
Look, it's got the fancy door. All right, so this is the living room. Give us an estimate on the size, Donnie. 8, maybe 15 feet. You can kind of tell by the panels.
Something like that.
Now, it's pretty filthy in here, folks. This thing was full of stuff. They moved it full of furniture and trash and belongings, but they've cleaned it out recently. I think this would be a good point to mention that we're not trying to sell you this. We do not care if you buy this. We have nothing to do with these people. We're just down here literally taking a video of the layout of this old mobile home so you can see how they used to be. What were you gonna say, Donnie?
It don't smell.
Yeah, it doesn't smell, so that's a good thing. It's pretty filthy, but a lot of times they have animal odor, and this one doesn't. Some of the stuff like this could have happened going down the road because this thing was full of stuff, so who knows?
Do you think them stains there would smell?
Yeah, they don't. I don't smell anything. So that might be where something, I don't know.
It might be Coke or something that's still on the floor.
I don't know. There's a lot of it, but so this over there, I guess would be. I guess this whole thing is the living room. I mean, what would you?
Yeah, I'd say this is the living room.
I mean, I guess it's huge. So it's 15 feet maybe, ish.
30.
By 30 or so. And then here's the little bump out area. Bumps out a little bit. The ceilings at the door are a little low, but it vaults up. I guess that's not called vaulted. I don't know what they call that when it's just slanted. Like vaulted usually is raised, like it'll have a higher area. Peaked. Yeah, peaked roof. That's a good way to put it. Peaked ceiling. Big old built-in fireplace. Well, not built-in. Big old fireplace.
I thought it had a TV right in front of it.
Yeah. Right on the. They knew what was important. TV went there. Dining room in here.
Right there's a telltale. They had an air conditioner over there.
He is a hound for them air conditioners. He finds them. He knows if they have an air conditioner. You might think you can hide it. You cannot.
There's another air conditioner room.
There's a little bit of paperwork on the floor. I don't want to show off too much. Yeah, I don't know what that's from.
The whole floor is caved in. That's air conditioner.
Yeah, so that's all rippled up, so it looks like maybe it more water damage. Also, that's where that stone was. This is the dining room. They got a little shelf up there that I suppose was part of it whenever it was built. I don't know if anybody added that or if that's just something you could order. You got a fairly large opening there between the dining room and the kitchen. Yeah, this is not good to see. Whenever you see that, that's a roach infestation. Behind the trim, you see little roach droppings and stuff. Not good. So here is the kitchen. Well, look at those freaking cabinets. Probably looked really good at some point. But they're all screwed up now. Kind of like a dark, what would that be, Donnie? Is that considered dark walnut?
Yep. But this thing must not have had power on it for a long time.
Why do you think that?
Look at that little push light right there.
Oh, you push that to...
There's one there, there's one on top of the stove there, there's one at the front door,
Yeah, that's interesting.
Incidentally, when we walk back this way, there's people's pictures on this wall. Don't take them.
Okay.
Let's go this way.
See the countertop, we got a island here. This probably looked pretty good when it was new. You know, hasn't been taken care of very well. What are you talking? Oh yeah, I see the pictures over there. What?
Yeah.
What?
You see, going.
Look how they done put it back together, Donnie. That's how it's supposed to be.
Get around that corner and you'll see.
Yeah.
Did it hit your nose yet?
Yeah, I can see. There was a dog in this house. There's some of the dog's fur right there. Water tank.
It's rough in there, but it don't stink out here. That's weird.
I can't tell what this is. So this is like the utility room. Maybe the, well. All right, so we're gonna look at this is all pretty nasty. There's lots of dog hair here. The dog must have been contained in this room a lot.
Watch out, that looks soft right there underneath.
See if we've got a year on this. This kind of looks newer, so maybe this was a replacement. Let's see if it says anything. Nope, no year. Yeah, I think this might have been a replacement.
I've got it.
Pretty nice. The electrical looks pretty nice. All right, what do you got,
98.
1998. Oh, let me go show you the paper. Everybody, that's some of everybody's favorite part of the whole video, is when they get to see the paperwork.
Come on, Florida, looks like.
Redman Homes. Redman Homes, April of 98. That means at least one of the days this thing was being built was in fact April Fool's Day. Some people ask about the zones. This is a zone 2. Redman Homes, model number P911. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, it came out of Florida. Well, let's go back where we were. So, you've got this kind of back door area here. It smells like dog. The dog was in here a lot. And then this whole area.
Look up at the ceiling. Somebody knocked the wall out right there, right?
Not sure what that is. Washer and dryer area here. There's the washer ports. There's the dryer setup. So washer and dryer there, definitely. I'm not sure what they had there. Maybe some kind of, I mean, it looks like a toilet, you know, like, or not a toilet, but a sink. But I don't see the toilet in here anywhere, obviously. I don't know what this room would be, Donnie.
I don't know. You looked at it, took half the wall out.
Yeah. All right, so this, I would assume, is the master bedroom. Maybe not. Oh, Lord. We got a mess in here, people. Yeah, this was the dog's room, basically. Got another area ruined by a air conditioner, probably. They've got a refrigerator in here. I'm going to show you this other room. I'm not going to show you the floor. It has dog feces all over the floor to the point that it's literally animal cruelty. people. All right, so I can't go in there. It's disgusting. Just what in the world? So there's carpet with animal feces all over it. I don't mean like a little bit. I mean like piles and piles and piles and piles.
I can't believe it don't smell here, but it's so strong back there you can't breathe.
Yeah. Okay, I believe this may be the hall bathroom. It may be this is not the master bedroom.
I don't think it's the master.
You can see up here, like Donnie said, they have taken down part of the wall. So, I'm not so sure. So there's this big room. Look at the foam on the thing there. And then there's a doorway going in there with another big room. The door is there was an actual door that you could open right there that's laying in the floor, but I can't show it to you because of the dog feces. Let me look at some more stuff here. Hall closet, that's pretty nasty. You can imagine how bad it is if I'm not even going to show you the floor. Okay, so I have found the hall bathroom. So there's a vanity here, and then also a vanity here, which is interesting. Toilet and bathtub and linen closet. I can't go in there though, folks. It's pretty nasty. I mean, I can't. There's limits to what we're able to do for you, folks. Okay, here's yet another room. So this room has a door. There's a bathroom here. You can't get into that bathroom from that room, but it's just right outside the door. And then this room actually has a door into the bathroom. So the hall has a door and the one bedroom has a door. So I would assume, if you look at this up top,
I figured it out.
that was some kind of other living room. That was not a bedroom, but it's like a den. But there's a bedroom there, hall bathroom, and a bedroom there. But this hall bathroom's interesting that there's 2 sinks in a hall bathroom.
That's a bedroom.
What? This little room here?
It's a bedroom. I can prove it over here.
What the hell are we hearing? Is that just the wind?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a bedroom, Donnie, thanks.
I can prove it.
Okay.
Walk right there and look at the top of that door frame over there. That door goes in. Somebody just cut that. That's where the washer and dryer goes, right where you're standing.
You think so?
Washer and dryer goes right there. Washer and dryer. That door they cut in there. They took that other wall out. That was the hallway. You had another door here that you could go in.
Well, I will trust Donnie's figuring it out. It's kind of choppy, but you run into this with mobile homes. It's a square. Somebody mentioned on one of our videos the other day, Donnie, that it's always fascinated them since they were young because of the fact that it's a square and just how it's a rectangle, and it's all of the different ways they can lay it out in that rectangle. Because on a home, a stick-built home, you're not limited to a rectangle. Yeah, a lot of homes are, but it's real easy to build an extra room, a little off, and put this over here and all that. But they can't do that on this.
Yeah, they got limitations to what they can drive down the road.
Yeah, so that's fascinating to me too. All right, we're gonna go to this end and then we'll finish up. So I guess this might be the master bedroom. Now the wind going down the road has blown a couple pieces of the drywall out.
Hang on, let me look in here. All right, come on.
I think we're good. Okay, so this room has no door. Well, it would have had a double door actually.
Yeah, it had double doors.
Had a double door, so this would have been the master suite.
Yep.
We've got mold problems where the ceiling has collapsed over there. So all of this is insulation and junk. These 2 panels here are where the wind has done that going down the road. This part of the mobile home was, exposed because it comes apart here in the middle, going down the road.
His and her closet.
So this would have been a 4-bedroom at some point, if you're correct about that one originally being a bedroom in the hallway there. And it had a den. his and her closets. Yep. A more interesting window setup there. This thing is not a built-in because, although it may have been in another part of the house, actually.
It's probably in the kitchen.
Yeah, that probably originally was in the kitchen or maybe the dining room.
Yeah, the dining room.
And they've moved it down here, but you know it's not original because it's in front of the door. You can't open the door with it like that. Okay, I'm gonna be careful. This thing is stilted up, but all right, so pretty decent little walk-in closet. I don't want to, there's still a little bit of stuff in there, and I don't want to dox people, okay? We don't dox people. There's actually some pictures laying on the floor in here. People move out and they leave all their stuff, or, you know, it could be that they were kicked out. All right, so we've made it to the master bath, which we can show you. So there's the sit-in shower. Toilet is over here with a vanity that probably would not be original because you can't open the door on the vanity. Looks like it's just sitting in there, but they've been doing some remodeling in here, obviously. This is probably the original garden tub, and there's that little window we were talking about that I suppose might be over it. And then a little vanity there, but it looks like at one point there was a bigger one that maybe got all screwed up. So I got rid of it. You'll notice too on the ground here that they've replaced some of the plywood, some of the wood with plywood, because it all rotted out. And if you look under the tub, you can see that's probably the original tile there. That's probably what this looked like originally. It was probably pretty nice when they built it, but that was a long time ago, Donnie. 98, that's, what's that make us? 27 years ago now. So, all right, so there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a Redman Homes 4-bedroom with an extra den and a pretty unique layout, in my opinion.
Give us a thumbs up for filming it. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, we recently looked at some more big double wides that looked like they were really nice originally. Check out this video.